Good evening, weirdos, and welcome to Legends on a Friday night. Legends live all the way from Switzerland, from Lucerne, and our first weekend live show, I do believe. And in the current climate, I better put my bell across here out the way. Just let you know how we're operating here and why and where and how we go here. We've got a there we are. Right. So here's the little link into the show if you want to come on board and join us here in Switzerland on the World Wide Web. How's me hair and makeup? They're a bit busy when I scooted through, but yeah, it's a adult show, but it is clean. Try and keep it as nice as possible. Keep the profanities down. No capitals in the messaging, and no more than 3 emojis, please. All the moderators will chuck you out. So where are we? What have we got here? I'm still trying to drive this, by the way. It's we're getting there slowly. So we'll stick some of this in. That one there. There you go. Bit of ticky stuff going along. I don't know who else is out and about tonight. First of all, cheers, Yamas, and welcome to Legends Online, where you can actually bring your own beer. You can sit at home, drink at home on your favorite chair, use your own bathroom, eat whatever you want, come and go as you like. Let's see if we can find somebody who is going to come on board. Let's have a look quickly here. Now, what have we got? Where's all my crazy buddies? There you go. Here's a one. Here's a fella for you. My mate Simon. My little Australian buddy Simon. Let's see if he wants to come and play with us. See where he is, what he's doing. There we go. No sign of Simon. He must be in the... He can't be in the pub. Nobody's in the pub. This is the pub. Due to circumstances, I was going to check the old bell. That's the subject changing bell. If we think we've had enough talk on one subject, we'll hit the old bell. Or if you're belled off, you're belled out, you get taken away from the subject in hand, or you get a timeout, or hit you with. It's the same as being hit with a big stick. But since we're nice here. Anyway, Quote Fresh, a really nice beer and refreshing, as it says on the finish. It says hell at the top, so let's hope we're not heading that way. It's a Friday night. I'm going to turn up and do some work tomorrow, so that will be probably my only beer I drink tonight. I might have 2, because it's rude just to have 1, apparently. Go. what's going on here? So Legends. Legends was my little pub in Lucerne, which I sold about 6 years ago. Totally regretted it. Wish I'd kept it. But the market was going in a strange direction, and I couldn't see why, because it was prices hadn't gone up. There wasn't a recession. It was when I opened it, 2008. Opened my bar right in the middle of the recession, and I found out it was caused by all the pubs closing. Basically, the internet was taking over in entertainment, and takings were going down. The breweries were making a lot of cheap beer and selling it through the supermarkets and the big mega giga markets, all these the Lidls of the world, and they were selling their beer at 50p a can, or 50 cents a can, so 2 cans per dollar. And a half liter of beer in the pub was about $7.50, $5 if you were lucky, if you found some cheap stuff. So you're paying about 10 to 15 times more for your beer in the bars, and that just didn't happen. It wasn't going to happen. If people can find a lower entry point, a cheaper beer, they're going to do it. And especially if you're in a resort or a climate or an area where you've got summers and ski winters, where you can actually do the après ski, or you can drink by the lake legally. A lot of places you can't drink outdoors, but in Switzerland you can. So we were fighting the climate, the seasons, and we were fighting the internet. People were staying at home and cocooning. The term cocooning was created by the marketing people, who saw that people were staying at home and drinking their budget beer, their wholesale beer, and entertaining themselves for most of the night till they got bored, and then late in the evening they'd go out to the pub and maybe have one beer. It's also called preloading, pre-drinks, where you'd meet at someone's house, chuck a bucket of beer down, and then go out. So instead of being in the pub all night and buying 6, 8, 10 beers, or 3 or 4 beers if you're lightweight, so you drink like fishes in the house, and then pop to the pub for the last one, because the household beers, the domestic beers, were not as in domestic country beers. Domestic beers, as drank in the house, were up to 10 to 15 times cheaper than having to buy a beer in the pubs, which was a shame. It was a shame, because I enjoyed it with people that were there, whether there was 2 people in the bar or 20 or 50. It was always a good night in Legends. Sometimes it's stressy. You don't know who's going to walk through the door. We were on the main street, so it wasn't a neighborhood bar. It was right in the middle of the town. And it was good fun, but I like to close at 12. I had enough by then, and get myself off home. But it was getting harder and harder, and the umsatz, the takings were getting less and less, and you need it there to pay the bills. Because that was part of the idea of having the bar, that I would be able to have a drink with my friends and pay some bills and make some money at the same time. So we've come back with Legends Online. So instead of having a physical pub, we've got a virtual pub, and you can actually come in, have a drink, have a chat. The subject matter will be changing all the time. And what I want to do is use it to pull together all my old friends and buddies and acquaintances and ex-work colleagues from around the world who I've worked with last 30 years. And I've had a couple of live sessions on Facebook, and now was that Facebook? And on Facebook, and now I've decided to use the StreamYard application and have the multi-screen face-to-face, real-time, live. We can get up to 6 people on the screen at once, chatting, and audio, video, the whole thing's there. And we could got a little message comment at the side, a little chat, a comments and chat thingy as well. So there you go. So yeah, we're there. So there's the invite. So yeah, So just learning to drive this. So excuse me if I disappear and look a little bit different. If I look confused, I am. It's quite easy. So there you go. So yeah, there's a YouTube on the channel here. There's like and share and ring the bell, and we will notify you the next time we go live. I'm going to try and go live at the same time every week, maybe a couple of times, 3 times, just so we can fit all the different time zones in. So if you are at work, if you're lucky enough to still have a job, or be able to access the web, the web, we'll get you all on. As I say, try and keep it clean. It is adult. It's not aimed at children. It's aimed at people who drink beer. So I guess that's 16 and over. And we should have some fun, I think. Obviously, between Corfu and Benitez and Switzerland and Lucerne and Newcastle, Jodyland and East Coast USA, got quite a few buddies over there. And I've got 1 or 2 down under. We had a good chat today with a lot of people in Australia and the likes, and some of the kids from the school where I work at who've come and gone to university, hotel school. And yeah, get everybody together and have a little chat. But as I say, keep it clean, no capitals in the messages, and maximum 3 emojis. There are moderators there who will chuck you off the chat room if you put anything naughty or nasty or defamatory or rude, sexist, racist, all the ists, and ageist especially, because why I'm doing this, one of the main reasons is I'm getting on a bit. I've had 56 jobs. I'm coming up to 63, which means I'm losing my marbles fast. I'm at the stage now where I can organize my own surprise party. It's that bad. But hopefully, just to keep myself entertained, engaged, through these times that we have at the moment. Well, you got to be careful. We've got to stay safe. Stay at home. All you old farts, stay at home. Be safe. Keep your distance. Back up. I said back up. And yeah, very, very. I should have been next couple of weeks. I should have been going to Corfu. I had a flights booked ready for the Greek Easter, but obviously that's not going to happen unless we have a miracle, parting of the waves and all that stuff. But no, I don't think it's going to happen. But we're getting there. So anyway, what I plan to do is to try and dig everybody up, find out who's not literally, but find out who's still around, who's what, and married and kids, and haven't seen you for ages. I met a friend online again there from Pegswood, from the village where I was born, from 45 years ago. I haven't seen the guy for 45 years. Absolutely crazy. But anyway, through the powers of Facebook and the World Wide Web, we had a little exchange yesterday, and hopefully next time I'm in town I'll dig him up. Not literally dig him up, but we'll hook up somewhere and see what he's done and where he's been and whatever. I was friends with his brother, who sadly passed away a few years ago, and due to work commitments I couldn't get back for the funeral, which really bugged me, and that must be really upsetting people at the moment in the current lockdown situation we have. I've mentioned it now. That's it, done. I hope that bell's not too loud. Let me know if it is. So I've worked, as I say, all around the world for the last 30 odd years. I've been in the motor trade, financial services, and then once I got going, I've been in hospitality for the last 30 or so, with airships and hotels and pubs and restaurants, and I've had some fun in the Bahamas and Florida, the Bermuda Triangle. Really, that's where I was. Woo! Bermuda Triangle. It is scary. Actually, there's a couple of things did happen that we weren't too sure about. But anyway, I'm still here, still lived. I've got the wackiest hairstyle still going. That's the makeup girls for you. something like this. And I worked back home in the UK in Opencast in Butterwell and garages and car dealerships. Oh man, I used to be the Pegswood postie many years ago. God, some great tales about that. And still put. Well, I'm not a postie. I do some sorting. I do some special sorting and rejigging twice a year for Swiss Post. Well, not for a Swiss Post client in the post office sorting place. But I put some photographs there, and that was quite good. I sort of got told to slow down because I was sorting and doing stuff too fast. Can you imagine that? But anyway, that's another thing. Worked with an airship company. We're supposed to be going to Dubai. We got as far as Crete in the middle of the Med, and the Arabs wouldn't let us do our thing. So we turned back and came back to London with our big Olympia airship, and then we toured Poland. Whew. Had a few years with the airship. That was good fun. And done some crazy jobs. But as I say, I've had 56 different jobs. I've never been fired, never been unemployed until this week. Imagine that. I got sort of laid off. I was working as a ushilf, as they call it, as a helper for a friend he's a kitchen manager, and I go in and help him. But now there's no work because everything's getting scaled back, and I've just found out I might be getting paid, even though I didn't have a proper contract. I did have a contract, but it wasn't a full-time contract. But let's talk like it. We'll see. I'm not holding my breath, but if I do, it will be the first time. But I pay all my bits and pieces, so I should get it by the way. Yeah, you know the stuff. You know where I'm coming from. So I hope everybody's in fine fettle, as we say in Newcastle, and you're not too stressed. We've got some bits and pieces here. There you go. Welcome to the live stream from Alpine Geordie. That's my little handle here, the Alpine Geordie. I am Bill Weir. I'm not the CNN man. I'm not the one. That's the one there. So there you go. That's one on there. So yeah. So I'm not the other Bill Weir, the CNN news anchor. And yeah, I'm Benizi's Bill, the little village in Corfu, in Greece, where I've been working. I worked for 9 seasons, 9 summers, which was good fun. And I've been going there for 1,000,000 years. It feels like 1,000,000 years. About 40 years I've been going there. And I tried to get this year, and it ain't going to happen because of the bell. Anyway, we're all getting there. We're all doing it. And we should be back again on stream doing our little thing. Anyway, it looks like it's quiet tonight. So I'm just going to wind this up and have a look around and see who's doing what to who. And if I think it's worthwhile coming back, I'll pop back and we'll have a quick look and see what's happening on this Friday night. So remember, subscribe, give it a thumbs up, which helps me and my YouTube people. Click the bell and click the top 3, the 3 little bell. Hit the bell, 3 things. Click the little one with the belly noises, and you'll be notified every time I go live online, which I hope will be at least once, maybe 2 or 3 times a week, depending on what happens. And then we'll shoot the breeze. We'll see what's happened. Where have you been? What you doing? How many kids you've got or haven't got? How many wives you've had? And we'll cover all that. So play nice, no fighting, be kind, and wash your hands and stay in the house. That's what we're saying. Okay? I'm going to love you and leave you. Bye.